for the recording's sake, here's what I've got. Right, we got your Balatro. Why did these organize very nicely? That's fine. Can we make anything here? I don't believe we can make anything here. Okay. Oh, why did chat disappear? Okay. Yeah, enter, and they go. You know, specs to ping them manually. That's what I've got. So the plan is to get scoring working today. The idea is you score, and then each card will exit stage left, and then like deal some damage. That's the plan. So I already got a thread. Why is the... That's interesting. The game suddenly doesn't OpenGL crash. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of threads that I forgot to close. There we go. No, it's not here. It's here. And I don't need the render thread right now. This. Okay. All right. Okay. So first thing I want to do. What was the other thing I wanted to test? Oh wait, no, that does work. Okay. I wanted to have scoring. But naturally. Yeah, I want to have scoring per party member. So how do I want to save the cards that are currently being scored to a buffer, but can't really do that. Well, obviously I can do that. The problem is if I want more than one party member to do it, then I've got to have 3 party members. And also the thread would need to start with an index to which party member you're scoring for. I don't hate that actually. That could work. I could just have like 1 byte of temporary storage that corresponds to the proper index. It's evil. Or I can have it be an entity ID. That's not a problem. I'll do that. That's not a problem at all. So I believe... Right. Let me copy the... Can I just do that? Does that work? Music isn't playing right. Good. What am I doing? Okay. Temporary storage. This is surely in bytes. Does it say? I think this is in bytes. I mean, it's not really a huge deal if I allocate 8 bytes instead of 1 byte. Well, okay, so 64. I'm going to put 8 there. And if it breaks, then we know it's bits, not bytes. So the storage size is 8. And this... Oh, this is the wrong spot. So I want this to be that. Well, how do I get once I'm in the thread? Oh, data right there. Okay, so then I can do index, or this is going to be ID of type S64 equals thread dot data dot. Or what is the? I want to dereference the data and then cast it to an S64. Holy syntax. Oh, I should cast this to be... Okay. I'm going to cast this to pointer S64 and then dereference it. Okay, that works. And then I want to just print ID. I mean, I'll keep this here, but I just want to print ID at that point. Okay, naturally. Okay. I'm just gonna do, or this should just be pointer to, oh, I don't know, player here. Why do I not have a player here? Class entity. Oh, it wants a temporary storage type. Does it want a pointer to temporary storage? It does. But I think it should be instant, so I don't think it should make a difference in that case. So we're gonna do... Okay. This is gonna be... Yeah, that's what it is, right? This needs to be a pointer to T storage. It's set initial data. TS. So we're gonna pass in a pointer to that 1. I'm assuming count is 1. Methinks. Okay, so this is gonna be pointer to T storage. Count is 1, and then this is gonna be right, and then that was a pointer to U8. Oh, it's number of bytes. 4. No. 8. It's 8 bytes, and then this is going to be a pointer to the memory address of entity.id. Maybe. Did not work. What if I just print thread.data? Oh, it's null. That'll do it. Unless it really is one. This might really be. Well, it's a pointer to U8. It's a pointer to a pointer to the first byte, which is here, and then 8 bytes. Yeah, that makes reasonable sense, I guess. Maybe this needs to be. Maybe it is in bits. Hold on. Still null. Not like doing this in the wrong order, right? Oh, because this is already a... No. Okay, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to convert this to a U8. Is that legal? And then I'd like to get a pointer to this. Yeah, okay. That's fair. But why is thread.data wrong? Am I doing thread init wrong? Oh. No, I'm not. Our how-to on threading. Yeah, I mean, it does it right here, so... What if I keep the storage size the same? What if I just keep it at this? It's kind of ridiculous, but... Mm. PD dot threads. Okay, so this is thread storage, temp storage rather. I really don't know what this fucking thing wants. Let me like, what if I do something stupid like this? You'd think it would just crash if it doesn't work. All right, so I want the pointer to entity ID, convert that to U8. If I like fucking print this, it's gonna be null pointer or something. Entity ID isn't 128, right? It's not actually printing the ID, right? No, that looks more like a real ID. Why does it want a pointer to a U8 though? It's that initial data. It's a pointer to a memory address. Am I like stupid? How many how many bytes are in a memory address? It's 8, right? Right, 32, 64. I'm retarded. Why am I retarded? Why am I retarded? But why does it want a U8? I don't know what it wants. Ooh. Oh, Threaded already does this for me. Oh, it doesn't like do it for me. Not an absolute fucking clue why this is happening. Let's fly around debugger. Let's get fancy with it. Hello? Why would it fucking spawn on that monitor? What are we doing? Be so dead ass. Oh, it's one below? Sure. Okay. So our operating system's Windows. That's fine. Look, I'm being really fucking dumb here. So we've got that. Maybe one more time, so I can break point here because this is where it wants. And let me explain your project. Yeah, so this is a this is kind of two projects. It's a game engine written in a programming language called Jive. It uses OpenGL as a renderer. And then I'm also, on top of that, within the game engine, making a Balatro inspired, I don't want to call it turn-based, but like a Balatro inspired like combat RPG kind of thing. The idea is that your poker hands, like each card in your poker hand, does damage rather than just like adding to some arbitrary score. Your poker hands deal damage to like your enemy or whatever, right? And then rather than jokers being separate from your deck, I kind of want to put those cards in the deck. So like maybe rather than these cards dealing damage, you can get like a 4 of healing, right? Something like that. I don't know. And then instead of, dealing damage when that card gets scored, it, heals you or whatever. And then shops could go in between rounds and stuff like that, just like in Balatro, but rather than buying jokers and packs and stuff, you would buy individual cards that get added to your deck. And I'm kind of like, this is mostly an idea that I'm toying with. I'm mostly just doing the engine right now, but I maybe once you use a card, it's permanently gone rather than when you use it, Balatro, it goes back into your full deck. So that way cards are almost like a resource that gets managed. Like in Balatro, you're never going to deck out. But you very well could here, maybe. Hypothetically speaking. Delta and Balatro is very great. Thank you. The Delta and sprites are just because I don't know how to sprite. So these are just temporary because they look very pretty. Right now, I'm working on the scoring, like when all the cards go donk, and then this one goes donk, 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 donk. But since Jai is a compiled language and not a scripting or interpreted language, if I want to do like asynchronous stuff, like I want to dink and then wait and then dink and then wait and then dink and then I need to make a thread, and I want to pass custom data to that thread using a temporary allocator or temporary storage, and it's not working, and I don't know why. Can I add something here? I want to add entity. Okay. That's kind of cool. Okay, that looks fine. So, are there 13 cards of each suit? Yeah. It's right there. It should just be generated here, right? For every suit, for every rank. Put a thing in the deck. This is just the standard deck. I would imagine. I haven't quite gotten into. There's a lot of engine stuff going on right now, not necessarily like game stuff. Well, I mean, I would consider this threading bullshit to be, what do you call it? Engine stuff, despite the fact that it's more so about the game. But I'm gonna need a job system eventually, so this kind of counts for both, I guess. Okay, so this is fine. Let me like copy this. Can I not see the binary representation of this? Whatever. Okay. Not programmed into the game right now. I would like to do some. Oh, jeez. That's bad. Get rid of you. Okay. Okay, so I have that. And then step into... Right, so this is the locals, and then I want to convert this to... This is a pointer, though. I want to see... I mean, I guess I could just edit it, right, to like actually print the value. That would be kind of funny. Let's just do that. Fuck it. Throw it in it. Here we go. And then this starting storage is different. Oh no, starting storage is here. So I'm gonna print. I'd like to actually put the jokers like in the deck. rather than giving them their own separate slots. Like maybe you can add retriggers to like a card, or like give a card special effects rather than having like a separate. I don't know. I'm just toying with it for right now. This is a statically compiled library. I would not be able to do that. Undeclared print, really? Jesus. Am I even doing this in the right? All right, in it. This is correct. Is there no basic? I think that's normal. That's correct, right? That's what I want. Why is the ID the same time? Or I mean, I guess it makes sense. The ID is the exact same every time. Oh, I think it's passing the. Why did it not like that? Oh, that'll do it. If I just did this, it might be this, and I might be being stupid. Yeah, I was thinking about some sort of wild card. Like I know in Balatro you have the is it called wild card in Balatro when you don't? I forget. It's been a minute. I think it is called wild card when you don't have a suit. Um, but imagine would I build those on top? I'd probably add a different. Like I'm trying to think how to implement that. I would probably just have. Oh, ooh, that would be kind of a fun way to do it. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think of like a fancy way to implement that, but in reality, it would just be if wild card, then disregard it when looking for a flush or a straight or whatever. For a straight, I can tell you exactly how you would implement that with my system that I'm very, very proud of. It's in deck. Each rank has this number attached to it that kind of shifts over one every time you go up. And you'll see for ace, it has 1 on this end and on this end. So, like, if you were checking for a straight, you would check to see if there are 5 consecutive 1s. So, if you're doing ace 2, 3, 4, 5, you would check this 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, if you OR these all together, you would get 0B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 consecutive 1s. You have a straight. Same thing on this end as well. If you were doing 10, jack, king, queen, or queen, king, ace, right? You would have ace here, 1, and then king, queen, jack, 10. Right, you would have something like that. So, because this one still gets taken into account, but it doesn't matter. You have 5 consecutive 1s here. So, if you wanted to add a rankless one, you would do like rankless. You would do that. That way, it doesn't matter where it kind of gets OR'd into. No, that would just always make a flush, wouldn't it? Oh, no, you would AND it. No. Because then it would be all zeros. I have to think about that then. I would have to think about that. Whatever. Specific implementation details are not important. Why did my internet disconnect? Hello? That was strange. Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, I think I'm back. Okay. Easy mode, that would include 2 wild cards in your deck. I didn't consider having, like, difficulties. I think that's kind of what makes Balatro nice, is that, like, the difficulty is... Well, I guess the difficulty is kind of by your deck, right? Like, if you have, like, a plasma deck, that's, like, objectively the easiest one, because you get hella score or whatever, right? I hadn't considered that. One of the things that I was thinking about was... if you have multiple party members, like I'm thinking like, you know, Susie and Rouse or whatever for the testing, you can play 3 hands at once. So like, okay, you do this really quick, and then you play it, you get new cards, and while this one is scoring, you can choose to do another hand. And I kind of like the idea of the party members like doing something different with the cards. Like this, like I would imagine the main character would like throw them, right? Like I'm thinking like Gambit from X-Men. He like throws the cards. He's sick as fuck. It's like his whole shtick. Like he throws the cards, he makes them blow up. And then I was thinking one could have like Persona 4 7. They like he like crushes the cards. Like that shit's sick as fuck. Something like that. Something on those lines. That way it's kind of got like a real-time aspect to it. And I didn't know if I wanted to have it so that the enemy attacks back like on a timer maybe, that way, but that would force the player to kind of think quick on their feet. But I think the game is more fun if you sit there and like think about the most optimal play. But then again, getting some crazy ass fucking play when you're also like you have to think quickly could be super cool. Like imagine it's like, I don't know, you're stressed out, you're under high pressure, he's like about to attack and kill you, and then you whip out some fucking crazy straight flush or whatever you just like thought of off the dome. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Oh, it was here. Why is this 1? Is that supposed to be 1? Let me try something stupid here. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this a string. I'm gonna make it say hello. Can I do this? can you do string.data? I think that's a thing. Still no. Do I need a pointer to string.data? Constant because small constants don't exist. Well, this is still. Why does this not work? What if I did like data dot? What if I pass this to a string first? Is that what I need to do? Oh, that worked. Why did wait? Okay, so it's here. What if I do storage? Doesn't make any sense. Is this a compiler bug? It gets copied, right? So it shouldn't matter. Be stupid. Let me try something stupid. Equals new. Oops. Didn't work. And then let me the bottom here. There's thread dot that. No. Okay. Fucking no shit. What am I doing? Why is not working? Well, now I know that that's working. Let me go back to this. Years. Did the wrong one again. Like the million billionth time. Okay, I'm gonna go inside this. Just over. This should be valid, so yeah. So where is data? That's what? Oh, the door. All right, I'm gonna ask the. Or maybe I can look in the Jai server actually. Do I need to cast it? Is that my fucking problem? Am I that stupid? But why would it be null? It wouldn't be null. This needs to be a string, right? Not a string pointer, just a string. I want to cast the. Well, my reason for having the hand size be so big is because be so big was I was trying to account for multiple party members. It's 11 right now. So if you have 3 party members, you could play 2 full hands. Um, and then you would have 1 card left over, so you can kind of play 2 and then build whatever you get based on that. But if it's only 1, then 11 might be a little too big. Because how many? It's 52 divided by 11. It's like not 5. You could play like 4 full hands, right? No, that's not true. You could play. Yeah, no, you could play 4 full hands. Because any more than that would be 55. Like 4 full hands. Or no. It'd be 52 divided by 5, which is like 10. You could play 10 full hands with a full deck. This is, I mean, even then, the hand size is just a number. Like, I just punched it in as 11. Like, it's kind of arbitrary right now. I just want to get something working, which right now it is not. Yeah, disable this just because I don't want people to see the Discord. Do an easy mode. What would the easy mode be different from the hard mode or from the regular mode? I would probably just make it. And this might be a lazy answer, but I think there's a decent reason for it. Is I would say I would just make it so that the enemy's HP isn't as big and they don't deal any damage, as much damage. And the reason I would do that rather than add cards to the deck or something like that is because I think like the reason why people play a lot of low stake Balatro, like white stake, rather than always playing gold stake, is because like doing the fun shit is easier on the lower stakes. So, if getting difficult cards on the higher difficulties, if getting good cards is harder on the higher difficulties, because it is getting harder. It is harder to get better cards on the higher difficulties in Balatro because you have like timer ones and like the money ones, the what do they call them, like rentable, right? Um, like all I want to do is I still want to do the fun, like have all the cards bounce around or whatever. Um, so I think I would rather just have the damage be easier. That way, everyone kind of gets the same um, experience with like the fun, like pinging and bouncing the cards around and all that, and like doing cool shit. So if you want to play the harder difficulties, you don't feel like you're not having fun. Because that's kind of my only problem with Gold Stake Balatro is that like it's definitely built more for strategy. So like fighting to get better jokers or whatever, like so you can barely skim by. Like I don't think it's as fun than just like letting the fucking score go ding 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 and then still not scoring enough. Like it's still satisfying to watch that happen. So I think if there were harder difficulties, I would just increase the damage and stuff. So therefore, it's almost like increasing the blind size in Balatro rather than making the jokers like harder to get in quotes. Maybe money and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Again, this is still a very like conceptual game. I don't have all the details planned out yet. I have a notebook. I like jot shit down in like a notes app or whatever. I literally like I put it here. Like I thought of the idea for this game in the shower, like a week ago. Oh, you can't see the screen. I turned it off. Oops. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Something like that. I don't think I would make any cards more difficult to get or like weaken any abilities because just like consistency is kind of the game. You know, it would kind of blow if in Balatro, playing on gold stake like changed the effect of some card. Like the only thing I can imagine is, you know, card multiplies your score based on your difficulty. Like if you're playing on hard mode, you get 2x, and if you're playing on easy mode, you get 1x or 1.5x, right? Whatever. Um, it's kind of the thought process. I don't know, and maybe I'll decide I want another column for Joker cards or whatever. I'm just trying to differentiate it a little bit. And I think it would be cool if eventually you get a deck of playing cards that isn't normal rank suit cards. Like you have a deck full of Jokers. Like that would be cool. I think me thinks. And then you can have ones that are like, I'll call it pinging. Like when you ping, that's when you activate. Like you can have a card in your played hand that says ping a card in your hand. Like your card at the bottom. So that would be really cool because then you can do some crazy shit. Um, you know, ping that, which pings this, and then ping something in another active hand. Like it would be really cool. And then I'm thinking like it would be cool if there's like a magic like that goes from a card that activates another card. So that way you kind of get to watch this fall like. Um, I saw the term that Balatro, the cards like bounce around the screen, which like they don't move, but you can see the ping, so your eyes kind of follow. It'd be kind of cool if there's like a tracer. It's kind of the thought process. So if you did have wild cards, yeah. I don't want to lock anything out of any specific difficulty. I think that's a really bad way of locking, content out of, the players. I'm trying to think of a game that does that. I don't think there's any games that do that for good reason. Like, yeah, you would still be able to get all upgrades and all difficulties. Like, it's funny you mentioned wildcards. I was thinking about calling the game Wildcard. Does that exist? Is there a game called Wildcard on Steam? There is, yeah. There's a couple. Oh. Yeah, Wildcard is not going to be the name because it's already taken by a hero shooter. So here trying to pass some data using temporary storage. However, doesn't look like the that is passing through the thread. Am I doing something wrong? Thanks again. Sorry. One more second, then I'll have the visuals back. In there. So here I'm trying to pass storage. Let me look at the. Oh, Yeah, I've only ever played like actual poker a couple times. I'll just turn this on and move this to another. Oh, yeah. What do jokers in actual poker do? I do like the idea that in Balatro the pokers are just a means to an end, or the pokers, the suit, or the hands, like full house or whatever. It's just a means for scoring. Like in this, I would think like a flush. Like I kind of imagined like you would get the word like flush to like crash in, right, and then it multiplies your score by two or something arbitrary, right? Um, oh, okay. I'm thinking like Joker, like a Balatro Joker. Like there are many different types that all do different things. But yeah, I would probably add like an actual wild card. Yeah, not a fucking clue here. Someone typing. Someone save me and be typing. So apparently that is a module. Examples of Jai modules. PQRS. Right. Examples. What? I just wait. Hold on. Am I being fucking stupid? Don't answer that. If I do t dot data equals, and this is a void pointer, so I give it. Oh, that. I'm so stupid! Oh my god. Wait, so if I fucking. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out. I'm so fucking. So what the fuck is all this bullshit? Do I not need any of this? Hold on. If I do this. What the fuck was all that other bullshit for? Oh my god. Fuck off. Okay. Lol. Okay. So that's so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that means I can do. I'm trying to do the. You know what? You'll be able to see because now I just figured it out. I'm so fucking stupid, but I figured it out. So it's like, what teacher? I'll be able to show you what I'm doing. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. First of all, I need to get the player playing hand. Yeah. I need to. I can just, no. So I need a array of. We're gonna call this IDs. This is an array of 64. Or card in hand. Turn hand array. That should be fine. Might need to be a pointer. It needs to be a pointer. Yep. And then Okay, I can do like... Hold on, I'm being like fucking stupid. I just need to get the player. What am I fucking doing? I'm being dumb. I'm being dumb is what I'm doing. I'm being so stupid. No, this needs to be t.data equals into t.id. This is all I want. What the hell is the... Oh. All cards, all digits. No, I looked at it. That would actually just make it so that every single hand that contains a wild card would be a flush. I'd have to think about it more. Oh, would you do that with the current system? I think you could just not include it. Like, if there's a straight, it would be number of consecutive ones. The number of consecutive ones you would need would be 5 minus the number of wild cards played. First straight, right? Because if you play 4 cards, that gives you 4 consecutive ones, and then a wild card could fit on either side. So you would need... The algorithm would be number of consecutive ones. The number of required consecutive ones would be 5, which is the normal number, minus however many wild cards got played, I think. That's kind of off the dome, so like just could be blatantly wrong, but... Okay, we're gonna try casting this to be a pointer to a U64. Okay. I just had it. I do. This is stupid. I would imagine it would just play whatever's highest, right? I guess in that case, a wild card for the rank. How would that score? Maybe to balance it, it wouldn't deal any damage, but it could just use to be multiplier fodder. I could imagine something like that. This is stupid. There's no way this works, right? I like just had it. Oh, thank you, thank you. Data is a pointer. No, I'm not dereferencing this. You just do this. This has storage. It's... Oh, data already is a pointer. I can just do this. I can do this. Okay, it's okay. And if I make this... I don't think that's right. Equals a pointer to... No. I could try this. Oh, because that's the wrong answer. That's this. The sprite for the wild card? Oh, that's a good question too. Yes! Oh, that's huge. Okay, so this is what it was. I swear there was a memory write thing. Um... Wait, was that it? I think I fucked it up. I'm not sure what I would make the spray yet. I'm not a pixel artist. The only art that I did here is the cards themselves. And that took ages. Oh, no, that's what's open. I went through... I mean, this is kind of what I based it on, but I didn't want to just trace it. So this was kind of... Oh, this is what the back of the deck looks like right now. I did have, like, a bunch of layers and shit originally. I guess I got rid of them. Here they are. Here's, like, vaguely what I based it off of. And here's, like, the actual sprite sheet that gets in the game. I am no artist. This is also all temporary stuff as well. I'll probably make these nicer eventually. Okay, this is huge. I'm so shocked that that just worked. Okay, so I need to... I'm almost at the spot that I want to be at before I end stream, but I want to show what I've been trying to do this whole time. So player has... Since he is playing hand. This may be playing hand. That should be fine. Okay. So then we're gonna do player. Oh, this can just be a fucking... So, yeah. This can just be this. This doesn't need to be an entity. Finally, okay. Okay, so we're gonna get player ID equals the thread.data converted to a pointer to U64 dereferenced. Okay, and then get T. That's actually huge. Okay, so we have a good player reference now. Now, do the thing I've been wanting to do this entire time. Jesus. So, for card in laying hand, ping card. Oh, player not playing hand. Oh, and then I don't need to unreference this. And then I want to wait. Oh, it's sleep milliseconds. it did it already, didn't it? How many milliseconds are in a second? Is it 1,000? Oh, it's 1,000. Yeah, we want to wait like... We'll wait like 2 full seconds. Ah, okay, and then... Yeah, okay. I want to ping the card, and then I want to wait. Wait another little bit. 200 milliseconds, and then card dot. That's sick. That's sick. That's so cool. This waits a little bit too long, I think. This was fine. It was this. Bang. And then we need to destroy all the cards. Once this is done, this is only going to happen once this is all done. I want to destroy. So, geez. I guess this can go here, actually. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, I could watch that happen a million times. And then this is also where the actual damage step would go. I could probably pre-calculate it, honestly. I mean, this is a... No, we can do it live. So the idea is kind of once the card exits stage left, then the character would throw it and go, and then your damage number would pop up. And then before it does that, so like here's where straight slash flush would go. And this is definitely the last step here. That's awesome. That's so cool. I need to commit this right now. Oh, whoa, wrong. Oopsie. Wrong project. Second time I've done that this stream. Okay. Okay, eat my asshole. That's so cool. I could literally watch this happen over and over again. How thread safe is that? I don't know. That's awesome. Okay. I have to go do some late night snacking with some buddies. But that's also where I'm gonna leave stream because that's all I wanted to do on this stream. That's so cool. Oh my god, I need to post this in the showcase right now. Okay. I'm gonna bounce. Thank you for the people in chat. The individual in chat, keeping me company.